Here, what would I have to
Nares.
stick with?
External nares.
Yes.
You got it. Now, this is the part that you may not know. What is this area right in here called?
Conchi. No, these are the
Internal
conchis.
nares, isn't it?
Nope.
No.
Nasal
That's-
vestibule.
Nasal vestibule. That's where the hair grows.
I cheated. I did. I
No,
looked down.
no. If hair is growing there,
Who cares?
hair is growing there. What's the tissue?
Is it, I don't,
If hair is growing.
Hair grows in your nose,
Nasal
especially
cavity.
especially when you're older, like I am.
The nasal.
Skin.
Oh,
It's got to be skin.
Pewter. Speedo. What is it?
Oh, that pseudo.
P-U.
No, not here.
Okay.
This is skin. But now when you get here in the nasal cavity itself,
Right.
that's
That's
lined,
a
that's
pseudo.
lined by pseudostratified
Okay.
I was thinking the same thing, Tracy.
ciliated hollow nerve.
Ciliated.
want-
Oh,
yeah,
ciliated,
yeah. I put my cart before my horse.
Here are the three nasal conchi, superior, middle, and inferior.
Right.
But it doesn't distinguish them here, it just says conchi. Now, the little passageways the air moves through underneath are called meatus.
Meatus.
Meatus is kind of like a canal or channel, you know. And right here would be the airway, or the channel, I should say, be two of them, because if you had a septum here, you'd have two sides. About right there is the internal nares.
Okay. Internal nares.
Yeah, right about, right across there.
Yeah.
About where my finger is, right there. And while we're here, what is this hard thing right here?
The hard
Hard-
palate.
hard
Hard palate, right.
Yes.
And the soft palate,
And
and the
then
little thing hanging down the back of the throat.
That's off of
that is the uvula.
Uvula.
Yes.
Do you ever remember Far Side with Gary Larson? Yeah. One of his cartoons was this dorky-looking guy with a shot over his shoulder, and he had the thing here, and it says, "It's a medical school final exam," and it says for 50 points bonus. What is the name of the thing hanging down on the back of the throat? And for some reason, it just struck, being as funny, since, anyway.
Did he get it right?
I hope so. Not that this is labeled here, but what's that?
Sinus? Frontal sinus.
Oh, I got a headache right here. Sinus.
Sinus.
Sinusitis, yeah. This is the sphenoid bone, so that's the sphenoidal sinus.
You know, those sinus.
We don't see the maxillary sinuses. They'd be out on these guys here. Now let's go back into the throat. The throat or pharynx extends from here to here.
Okay.
All right.
Well, actually, right about in there.
Okay.
This first part that goes from there to
Nasopharyngeal.
there is the nasopharynx. Now, since this is a mid-sagittal section, there's another half to this structure, but this is the you could either call it adenoid, A-D-E-N-O-I-D, or pharyngeal tonsil.
Pharyngeal tonsil.
And what happens to a person if this becomes swollen and inflamed and they get tonsillitis?
Tonsillitis.
What can't you do too well?
Swallow.
Well, you swallow down here.
You can't,
This one would be the problem in swallowing down
can't
there.
breathe.
Breathe, yeah, you become a mouth breather.
No, yeah, mouth breather at night.
Mouth
right?
breather, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense, because, nasal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, there's a hole right there. You can't tell there's a hole there from this model, but there is.
It is the auditory station.
Auditory eustachian tube, right.
Eustachian.
And what does that connect to? Don't read the book.
Ear.
Throat.
Your ears.
Ear to
Well,
ear.
this is your throat.
Oh, so your
Ear.
Ear to throat, right.
Ear to throat.
Because like with
There are three
kids,
parts to your ear. There's the outer ear,
The inner ear.
and then your eardrum, and then there's a cavity with three bones in it called the middle ear,
Yeah.
and that's what that tube connects to,
Okay.
the middle ear.
Middle ear.
Yeah. And then further in is the inner ear with the cochlea, the hearing organ, and the
Right.
vestibule, the balance part, and the canals, and all that good stuff.
Doesn't the ear have some cilia in there as well? The hair?
Hair, yeah.
Okay.
And it drains, right? From the
It has
ear.
a hiatus also.
The hair cells, as they're called, have two kinds of projections. They have kinocilia and stereocilia. They're two, one's a true cilium, the other's just almost like a microvillus.
Oh, okay.
But they're sitting up in this jelly-like stuff, and as the sound vibrates the ear, they just bend very slightly, and that generates a local potential,
Oh,
which
okay.
can then send impulses to the brain and tell you you're hearing sound.
Oh, okay.
Or for balance too. There's
Yeah.
a balance center as well. Same kind of cell.
Vibration, isn't it
Vertigo,
interesting?
yes.
Vibration with your voice, vibration with your hearing.
Mhm.
There's a lot of vibration going on.
And if you're deaf, you can
Did you know a
feel
fascinating thing? I'm
vibration.
seeing you folks right now, but if it's so instantaneous, but there's a delay in my vision. You could actually be in a different position than you are actually standing when I see you,
Really?
Really?
if
What
you were
is
moving
that?
fast enough. Because there's a delay in your
Oh, yeah,
transmission of the
yeah.
impulse to your
Yeah,
occipital
pick-
lobe and the integration of that into the visual. Now, hearing is much faster.